You know what time it is? Red Zone Rant, we're live, let's get it. Every Wednesday, 8 p.m. CST, bringing the heat. You ready? You ready? Step in the booth, it's a lyrical race. Red Zone Rant, we own the space. Ain't no holding back, turning up the flame. Opinion so hot, chill in your name. Topics that matter, streets on our backs. Spitting truth bombs, no time for acts. In the zone, we're live with the team. Red Zone Rant, it's a passionate dream. Every heartbeat, every tone is supreme. Join the movement, unravel the scheme. In the zone, where we ignite. Every Wednesday night, keeping minds in sight. Red Zone.
This is a Huddle Sports Network broadcast. You can find us on Roku TV, Amazon Fire TV, Facebook, and of course YouTube. Get all your NFL news here first.
Fucking my dumb ass forgot to change the intro. Red Zone Rant Night. Sorry, man. What's up, everybody? Welcome to Open Mic Night. I'm a little behind the times. I'm a little behind the times, man. Sorry.
Well, let's see if I turned on my camera, because I'm like in darkness. So yeah, I'd be in darkness. So that's why the white is supported by a banner tonight.
Oh, you're good, bro.
And it's just, there's the banner.
You're good. You're good.
There's the banner.
I didn't even have that background up. See, look, now I got a background. There we go.
I'm too poor to have a background or anything.
I share a studio. Me and Ken share a studio, and I didn't even come in here and change things up or nothing. Oh, well, it's all right. It's Open Mic Night. Anything goes. I can do whatever I want. I can say whatever I want. You can say whatever you want. I mean, nobody's gonna get hurt.
Right. We were talking about those lines. The keyboard warriors that, you know, that think that they can talk shit when, you know, they haven't won a Super Bowl. But when they haven't won a Super Bowl, and let's get serious, we're talking about Minnesota and Detroit. Okay, yeah. You haven't won a Super Bowl. You haven't played in a Super Bowl. If you're Detroit, I mean, Minnesota's played in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, at least they know what it's they
know what it's like. They know the pomp and circumstance of the game. They know the 2 weeks going in, yeah, we're gonna fucking kill whoever.
I'm gonna push back on that. I'm gonna say maybe only 10% of the fucking fan base is, because that was a long, long time ago when they was there. Maybe only 10%. But
okay, well, if you were alive in the late 70s, you got to see. Well, actually, mid 70s, because the last time they were in the Super Bowl, I think, was against Minnesota. Or I'm sorry, the last time they were in Minnesota was in the Super Bowl was against Oakland, if I'm not mistaken.
Well, here we go. When's the last time we were in the Super Bowl, man?
What's up?
When was the last time the Vikings were in the Super Bowl?
1977 against Oakland.
There you go. Well, you had the right team. That's wrong year.
That's what we thought.
Yeah. That's what we thought. I'm like probably only 10% of the fan base is alive that can remember when you guys were in the Super Bowl.
I wasn't alive when they were in it, but I know enough about the franchise to know that.
Yeah, I'm not saying you don't. Any good fan knows their franchise history.
See, if you're gonna say you support a team, you should know that. You know. Oh well, right. That was before I was born. So motherfucking what? So what's Columbus? You know what Columbus is?
Columbus, that's history. Yeah, no.
I mean, it's seriously. If you're gonna claim that you're a fan of the fucking team, at least know a little bit about the team.
Yeah. Well, we were talking about.
I've seen guys say, "Oh, well, I'm a fan of the fucking team." Oh, really? Where did they play in 1977? Well, I don't know, man. That's before I was born. So the fuck what? So was Columbus?
Yeah.
I mean, seriously.
Well, I mean, if you're a history buff, you're a history buff. But I mean,
I'm a Super Bowl buff. I mean, I was watching.
You follow your team. You want. I mean, if you're in enough, especially if you're in a trash talk group, you're going to hear a lot of shit. So you're going to want to arm yourself with as much knowledge as you can. You know what I'm saying?
I'm an NFL fan. I mean, and some shit's just, it's basic stuff you should know because you're a fucking NFL fan.
Well, I've told plenty of people I know. I'm like, you don't want to come in my groups if you don't if you don't know your team. Don't come in there like a dumb fan and be like, embarrassing me, especially some of the people that I know are Packer fans. I'm like, You don't know enough about the team. Shut up, man. You probably shouldn't come in here and get trashed.
Yeah, like I mean, if you were to ask a typical Packers fan, like why were they called the Green Bay Packers? And if you can't answer that question, then
yeah. Well, there's a lot of Packer groups where they won't even let you in if you don't fill out a resume. You got to fill out like a whole information like you know about the team.
I've been invited to Packers groups just because
not even joking.
They know that I'm smart. So.
What's up, Raider fan? What's up, Joe?
What's going on, dude?
Hey, man, I never got a chance to
what's
talk to you.
happening?
I never heard from you about what'd you think of your whole draft, man? Your day 3, because I talked to you day 1 and 2. I didn't see you day 3.
I mean, I liked. I thought when they got Jermod McCoy with the first pick of the 4th round, I thought that was a really smart, that was a good gamble. Like, you know, the dude ran at his pro day a month ago and ran a 4.38. So all this talk about his knee and he needs another surgery, like he's ready to go now. Like teams are just concerned that when this bone plug fails, which it will eventually, he's going to need a surgery that'll keep him out at least a year, and that's if the bone plug takes. But it's like,
hey Joe, Joe, you're a Raider fan, right?
mm-hmm.
Who won the Super Bowl in 1977?
Do you mean the 1977 season, or do you mean the 1976 season that was played in
1977 Super Bowl?
Yeah.
It was the 1976 Super Bowl that the Raiders won, but it took place in 77 against the Minnesota Vikings.
Okay, thank you. Who did they play? Who was their opponent?
The Minnesota Vikings.
You just said that, yeah. Well, we're just proving a point. Before you came out, we were talking about.
Wants to hear him say that he beat the Minnesota Vikings. That's like,
he just wanted to know if he knew his team. That's why he tested to see if he knows his team.
It's like Robert's saying right now. Joe said he's a fan. Joe said he's a Raiders fan.
Yeah.
Joe,
you just made him say it 3 times. Just
Joe, when were you born?
82.
Okay, see, now that's before your time, right? But you know it.
You know it. Because you're a fan. A lot of fans. We're talking about. Because the whole show started out talking about all these fans who are talking so much crap, like posted. Like if it wasn't for AI, I think half these fan bases right now would have an issue.
They wouldn't know what the fuck they were talking about. If there wasn't ChatGPT right now, a lot of fans would be lost because they wouldn't have anything to say.
What's up, Nick? I'll drop you a link, bud. He'll come in.
Yeah. So, I thought the Jermod McCoy pick, as I was saying, was a smart gamble. Like, to get him where they got him, you know, he was by all accounts, he was a 1st-round talent that had a problem with his knee that teams were worried about. But if the Raiders can get 2 or 3 years of good cornerback play out of him for a 4th-round pick, like that's you got to take that gamble, right?
Well, to me, I mean, I wouldn't even play him for the first year. I mean, if he's got this bone plug or whatever you're talking about.
What is a bone plug? Can someone tell me what a bone plug is?
No,
so a 4th-round pick. You're not losing the franchise on a 4th-round pick. So.
Exactly, but he's ready to go now. So let me explain the situation better. Like, so what happened is he tore his ACL before the 2025 season. He missed the 2025 season. I guess apparently with that he had a problem, like a cartilage issue, where there was a piece of bone that was essentially missing, and they took a piece from another area of his knee, took another piece of bone, and they made basically a bone plug with cartilage,
basically a dowel pin. Basically like a dowel pin.
Yeah, basically like a wooden dowel pin, except with bone and cartilage, and then they put that into that hole, and so that what teams are worried about is that this bone plug eventually is
the dowel joint.
It's gonna need to be replaced, and it's gonna keep him out for a whole season.
I mean, you would think. I mean, because it sounds like it's only a minor fix, dude. I mean,
well,
I never heard of a bone plug.
I had never heard of it before that either, but that's if he needs that additional surgery, he'll be out for a year. But he just ran at his pro day a month ago, and he ran a 4.3840. Like he's ready to play right now. So I really think the Raiders got the steal of the draft, even if he only plays for 2 or 3 years.
Hey, Nick, how you doing?
He's got his mic muted. I don't know.
And they got Mike Washington too, which I thought that was a really good pick. I thought that was a really good pick too.
I think that's a good Thunder and Lightning with Genty.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I think you guys getting Linderbaum, I think that's going to fortify the interior offensive line. And
that's
as much
so huge.
as
That's so huge.
It's not even having Kirk Cousins. I think Cousins is actually a perfect fit for giving Mendoza a runway if he's not ready.
Bro, trading Stooks is one of the most slept on players in that draft. The Raiders got him. He's a steal.
The Bears showed last year what a center can do. What a proper center in your fucking line can do. Last year, most of the Bears line was because of Drew Dahlman, dude.
Yeah.
Well, the Raiders showed you last year. The Raiders showed you last year. The Raiders showed you last year what not having a center can do. So they went out and they got Linderbaum, and they
drafted
also
Trey Zune too.
They drafted Trey Zune, who I expect they'll put at right guard. So if you look at that new. Well, yeah, but I think they're going to put him at right guard because they're going to play DJ Glaze at right tackle. So that line now is Colton Miller at left tackle, JPJ at left guard, Linderbaum at center, Trey Zune at right guard, or they could start Burford, but I would
Genty's about to go crazy next year.
Yeah, I think Genty's about to have a crazy season. But
when you got Washington, you weren't around. I was like, "Damn, Joe, they stacking up on."
Traded
Nick
Stooks is a beast.
But he asked me specifically what I thought about the day 3 picks, so that I was just talking about the day
I didn't
3
see
picks.
Joe. He was on the show.
You got Trey Zune. What round?
The 3rd round. That was a day 2 pick.
He was on the show that day. Yeah.
Okay. Mike Washington was day 3.
Yeah, Mike Washington and Jermod McCoy was day 3. And both of those picks. Both of those picks I like.
Fell to day 3, you know what I mean? So
yeah, Mike Washington and Jermod McCoy to me were great picks. Like
McCoy could maybe give you 4 or 5 years after that. Whatever you can get, whatever you can get, but he can still give you elite.
4 or 5 years are good or elite play. Like for a 4th round pick, what are you losing, dude?
You're not. If you get 4 or 5 years of elite play from a day 3 pick, you take that. You take that all day because you're paying him dog shit too. You're not paying. That's pennies on the dollar for elite play.
Exactly.
Well, I mean,
I agree. I agree with you, Nick. I was like, I wanted him. McNeil Warren was there. I wanted him to take McNeil Warren, but when I went back and watched Traden Stukes' tape, I was like, okay, this dude's a do-it-all.
He provides you. Exactly. He provides you versatility. He could play outside, nickel, and safety.
Yeah, he was a good pick.
So, Joe, I thought you had a good draft. That was my point, man. I thought your Raiders actually had a good fucking draft, probably since I've known you.
Yeah, I was happy with that for sure.
I'm just saying, I've known Joe a couple of years now, and that's the best draft the Raiders had since I've known Joe. He has a lot to be proud of in that draft, though.
I mean, they've hit on a couple of picks in the last couple of years, but as far as the whole draft goes, this was, I think, their best one in a few years. Like, they picked Bowers in the 1st round, but that Bowers fell in their lap, so it was kind of like wasn't a whole lot to that. Just run to the podium and take a generational tight end. And then Genty last year, that was kind of a risky pick, but
now see, they have 8 minutes to make that pick. I mean, they could change their mind.
Well,
yeah, but they knew they were taking Bowers. Like he knew they were going to get Bowers, but Genty last year, Joe didn't like that pick. Joe didn't want Genty. Joe didn't have no confidence.
Yeah, it wasn't that I didn't have confidence that Genty was going to be a good player, though. It was that we had bigger needs than running back at number 6.
Right.
That was my complaint about it.
Well,
and that's still a valid complaint. But
yeah, as you mentioned that leads me to think about the story of you having Genty and Mike Washington Jr. in the backfield, and my thought process is, how's that duo going to work out? Like, when I look at them two, it's like, Do the Raiders actually have the same type of running back when it comes to those two together?
No, they're completely they're different
completely
guys.
different. Yeah,
Genty is a tackle breaker. He's the guy that can make a guy miss. Washington is more of a straight line runner and with outside speed. Like if he can get to the outside, you can run him on like stretch runs and stuff. I hate to say it because he went to Arkansas, but he reminds me of like like a stockier Darren McFadden.
I was
the way
about
he
to
runs.
say, bro, facts.
Ooh. And with
Yeah.
that, welcome A-Dub into the show.
Terrible.
Of course.
That's not a terrible comparison. McFadden.
No, it's not a bad comparison at all. I don't, I mean, if you can get a couple of good years like they got with McFadden,
Yeah, I'm just hoping he's more durable than McFadden. I'm hoping that it's not going to be like one tackle and now I got an ankle and he's out for 3 weeks.
The thing,
like I said, if they can get a few good years, like McFadden got out, I mean, McFadden had a couple of decent years, dude. It wasn't like he was complete trash.
No, I loved McFadden. I just wish that it wasn't like he takes one
his
hit to
best
the
years,
ankle and now he's
his
out for
best
3
years
weeks.
were when he left the Raiders.
Yeah.
McFadden's best years.
I was going to say, I
Hell
thought he
nah.
did better when he left there.
Well,
No.
it's not like he was out there load managing like LeBron.
His best years were definitely in Oakland, dude. Like when he went to Dallas, he
What's
didn't
up,
really do
Yoli?
anything.
Purple boy lady. Did you lose a bet or something? Purple boy lady?
Uh-oh.
She's saying she owns Minnesota fans maybe with that purple boy.
See, there you go, Robert. You went right to the gay, dude.
I'm just saying, I don't know, bro. She said purple boy. I don't.
Hey, at least she put hey
You
Rob,
went right to the gay, dude.
Rob, at least she put purple boy lady instead of lady boy.
Yeah, right.
Oh, come on.
Oh yeah, McFadden had a good third year.
Me and Rob were
have to get bail for Henry Ruggs.
Me and Rob were talking about that before the show too. Me and Rob were talking about that before the show too, where you have an argument on a trash talk page, and if someone doesn't know what the fuck they're talking about, they bring up gay or homophobic shit all the time.
What were you saying, Colin?
As soon as you bring up, oh fucking this, that, and the other, and they go, oh well, if you weren't so fucking, if you didn't want to suck his dick so badly, and it's just like, dude, really? We were talking football.
He was talking about Henry Ruggs. He said something about Henry Ruggs and bail money.
Well, you were just saying purple lady boy. I was just giving you a rip on the Raiders.
I wasn't talking about anything. I wasn't talking about the Vikings. I was just talking about her handle.
Well, no,
that she
I know.
put on
That's probably where her name came from.
Well, Yoli, if you know Yoli, she's a Packer fan who's got nothing but Packers brothers.
But Henry Ruggs actually, I think, is getting out this year.
Of jail?
Yeah, he's getting out of prison.
Yeah.
Really?
And he's looking for a second chance in the NFL.
I don't know. Does he still have anything?
Who knows, man?
I mean,
bro, send him to Green Bay. We tried Chase Claypool out.
He's worth a camp body invite, I'm sure.
Well, he's had Paul Crew throwing to him over in Vegas prison.
I'm just saying,
he was
bro.
in OJ's cell back in the day, so depends on where it was.
Is Chase Claypool worth? Is Chase Claypool worth a camp body?
I mean,
we're not talking about Chase Claypool. We're talking about Henry Ruggs.
Yeah, but I'm just saying that
Henry Ruggs ran a 4.27 and he ran a 4.27.
The guy's fast as hell. How long
White's still trying to get a second-round pick back for Claypool, so it's okay.
We're not getting shit for him, man. He's been out of football for 2 years. He's
no, I'm saying the White is trying to get a second.
Oh, the White, yeah, he's trying to get something
away.
I don't want anything, dude. What are you talking about?
You had Claypool.
Yeah, I give a fuck, man. Why would we get anything?
I mean,
you traded a second. You traded a second-round pick for him, and then you traded him away for a fifth or a sixth.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Well, whatever.
In true Vikings fashion, right?
And of
course, they remember when they traded for Grenard, and then they just traded Grenard for a ham sandwich.
We didn't trade Grenard. We didn't trade for Grenard. We signed him as a free agent.
Oh, that's right. You did. You did.
We let Danielle Hunter go. We pretty much
you let Danielle Hunter go.
Danielle Hunters, they let go. And he's a stud up there. And
he's balling the fuck out.
He's a stud for them, bro.
I don't know why they let him go. I don't know why they let Hunter go. That's a mystery to me. It was not something I liked. He was one of my favorite.
Was it a money
thing?
On the team?
Why did they let Grenard go?
It had to be a Quezzy thing.
Well, Grenard, they didn't want to make the same mistake. They didn't want to make the same mistake with Grenard as they did with Hunter. Hunter, they let him go and they didn't get anything for him. So
It was a
at
quasi
least
thing.
we got a future
Yeah,
pick.
and
It was a
And-
quasi thing.
and to call out something else, you asked if Claypool is worth a camp body, but one wonders, does any team lose anything when it comes to camp bodies?
No, I mean,
No, and that's why I
Salary.
said there will be a team out there that'll give Henry Ruggs a shot because if he can still run a
Ruggs is worth a
4.27,
shot.
if he can still run a 4.27,
is.
and remember when he did that, when he hit that lady, he was actually on the rise. Like he was catching balls. Like he was having a good
he
season.
was. I remember that because that was a shame about him fucking getting into that action. If I remember correctly, he had just signed a rather big contract.
Look,
Well,
you
no,
think
he was
Ruggs-
on his rookie deal.
You think
Was
Ruggs
he on
was
his
sitting on
rookie
his
deal
ass in
still?
prison, or was he working out in prison? He probably stayed in shape.
Oh, I'm sure he's working out.
I'm sure
Well,
he stayed in shape. Bro.
He got all the time in the world to work out.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
that's
yeah.
what I mean, bro.
He's probably gonna come out of jail
Like a
yoked the
beast.
fuck up. Yeah,
It's jail. All I got to do is bump iron and eat.
exactly.
Yeah.
You have nothing else to do. He
I
probably
still
just sitting in
find
his cell
crazy
doing
that
push-ups
Ruggs
and
was in a draft
sit-ups.
where he got taken before CD Lamb and Justin Jefferson. That's still
Bro,
strange.
over under 1,000 push-ups a day. Henry
So who
Ruggs
likes
does.
ex-cons on their team? The
I'm gonna go for the
Cowboys.
over.
Who else?
I'm gonna go for the over as well, bro.
Yeah. But and that's the thing is like it's easy in hindsight to say, oh, he went before CeeDee Lamb and this guy and that guy, but we never really got to see what Ruggs could actually be because right when he started to ascend, he got busted. So
Was Carr the quarterback when you had?
Yeah.
when you had
Oh,
Ruggs? He was?
I'm looking
Yeah,
at it right now,
Carr was the
Joe.
quarterback. I
He
remember that.
almost
Carr was the
he
quarterback.
almost had 500 yards on 24 catches.
yeah,
Yeah, no, I know.
and it was like game 5 of the season that he got in that wreck.
Well, again, it's the hindsight of it. I mean,
That's what I'm saying. Like
I don't think he was projected to be the first receiver pick. I think it might.
no,
have
he
been
wasn't. He wasn't, and
it was
people
like
were like,
Gruden's last pick as the GM, wasn't it?
and people were like, what the fuck? Like they took Ruggs over CeeDee Lamb, but like the thing, I'm just saying, I'm not saying he would have been better than CeeDee Lamb. Who knows? But he was definitely
Rager, though.
he was on the upward trajectory. I know that he was on.
No
he was
Jalen Rager, no
ascending.
Brandon Ayuk.
No,
Brandon Ayuk.
Brandon Ayuk.
Man,
Man, did you guys hear?
speaking of which,
Is Pickens really getting traded to the Ravens?
I don't know, but
Who?
I heard there's talk of it. He's going to get traded to the Ratbirds. What do you think of that, Yinzer? What do you think of that, Buzz? That Pickens might get traded. That your ex wide receiver might get traded to the Ravens by the Cowboys.
Please do it. He's a champion.
He signed his deal just to get traded out, bro. I'm telling you.
dude,
Please do it.
Dallas, if they can't get an extension done with him, they're 1,000% trading him.
no, they already
1,000%.
It doesn't make any sense to franchise tag
they already
him.
got. I think they already got the extension done with him.
Because
Why?
what he signed,
He traded Baltimore.
he signed his fucking tag deal, so it doesn't make any sense if they fucking got him to sign his fucking tag deal and they tagged him. Why the fuck are they going to trade him unless they can get something guaranteed for him right out the box that's going to be worth what they're fucking paying him right now? Otherwise, fuck no, I'm not trading him. I ain't trading him for shit.
They could trade him to Rappers. CeeDee Lamb ain't there to help him draw that coverage.
Well, he wasn't there last year, bro. Though that's the thing. Like CD got hurt and he filled in for them. They didn't lose a step on offense because
when CD got hurt last year, Pickens turned it the fuck up. Pickens turned it way the fuck up when CD Lamb got injured last year.
It's not a matter of talent with Pickens. It's a matter of him staying interested. That's his biggest thing.
Pickens was in Pittsburgh.
And then remember at the end of the season, like around Thanksgiving time, when they had Pickens and Lamb, and they were both going ham on everybody, dude. Like, you remember last year, like Thanksgiving game, like, dude, their offense was fucking rolling, dude.
It's a matter
But this is Baltimore, man. They don't know how to really work the receivers.
No, they don't.
Can you name a receiver they drafted and actually developed?
Zay Flowers, I guess.
Mark Andrews.
I'd say if you had to pick the best receiver in Ravens history, it's probably Steve Smith.
Mark Andrews.
Didn't they draft Hollywood Brown? Didn't he start there too?
Yeah, that is
Mark Andrews.
He said
Mark
that.
Andrews,
That's a
like,
tight end.
He's
Ray
probably
Rice.
been their best wide receiver, their best
And
hand.
he's their tight end.
Yeah.
yeah. Like Zay Flowers is okay, but like you don't like wow people, you know.
Well, no, that's the. But I mean, that's the element of how
That
bad
was my argument. Yeah,
That
it's
thing,
like
he's
you
he's
asked who have they drafted and developed, and I said Zay Flowers because that's the only one I could think of that turned into anything even that you could call a starter, like that you could
I'm going to say it, Webster Slaughter.
Oh yeah.
Because
God,
when
Play
he
for
was
the
in the
Ravens?
Browns, that's where they were before. So Webster Slaughter. I'll go
Oh
Webster.
shit! Did he actually play for the Ravens?
That's
What?
that's a
Webster
long,
Slaughter actually play for the
long.
Ravens?
That's a pretty long
No,
reach,
but I'm
man.
saying the history
That's
of
a
the
that's a
franchise.
that's a pretty long. Were you even alive? Were you even alive for Webster Slaughter?
Was I? Yes.
Yes.
I was.
When no, come on, man.
that you could also.
I'm
I mean,
46.
you could make it. You could also make an argument. You could also, I guess, make sort of an argument for Anquan Bolden, although he went and did much more in Arizona than he did in Baltimore.
Bolden and Steve Smith are both probably their two best wide receivers of all time, but they didn't start.
No, don't forget Derek Mason.
If I could name
Mason
one
didn't start his career,
receiver
but
they
he
actually,
If people,
you could say
Derek
Mark
Mason got to
Clayton
be
was
up there.
Yeah, he's got
Mark Clayton was decent.
Yeah, Mark Clayton.
He's okay.
But he's also a guy who wasn't drafted by Baltimore. He was drafted by Tennessee.
Yeah.
No, he drafted by Baltimore.
The best wide
Mark
receiver
Clayton?
drafted by Baltimore. I can't even think of it.
It's Zay Flowers. It's true. It's Zay Flowers.
It actually might be Zay.
Gotta be.
Yeah.
Actually made plays. Yeah, it's Zay.
well, now are we talking
Big play, Zay.
Are we talking
But
about?
to be quite honest, man, like it don't matter who Baltimore gets. Lamar does not have a
Dude,
clutch
you know
bone
what?
in his body.
You know what? We can't just say you can say just Baltimore, but if you're going to actually say the Ravens as a franchise, that includes the Cleveland Browns from back in the day, dude.
That's why I said Slaughter. That's why I said Webster.
I mean,
Slaughter.
so that's that's an extra. Well, no, if you're going to go that far, I mean, Cleveland drafted Paul Warfield.
Holy fuck.
Okay.
That's going.
I actually would not include
Paul Warfield. Paul Warfield was fucking dynamite back in the day, dude.
He was better with Miami.
I'm talking about like
Are we gonna fucking bring up Paul Horning next, or like fucking Sid Luckman or some shit?
I'm not gonna count.
Because he was around at the turn of the century, bro. Stop.
The White
I'm not
going
gonna count those
Vince
five.
Lombardi as a coordinator for the Giants, so you got to keep this in mind. Okay.
You know, just because I have knowledge, dude.
I didn't say
I'm
knowledge.
not gonna-
Age.
You know,
Age.
just because I have
Google
knowledge,
things and
like I said before the show, I'm an NFL fan. Just because I know things, you know, like I said, I know about Columbus too. I wasn't born during Columbus. Well, actually, you know what? That's a lie. I was alive during Columbus. Okay, so you know.
Bro,
I was with him, dude. I was with him when he sailed to America, dude.
He's just another Dago who sailed a couple of boats. That's it, bro. Let's move on.
Hey, he was better than that, dude. But let's move on.
So what do you guys think? Like we were talking about the Raiders draft class, right? Like I still think the Raiders are a year away from being like really truly competitive for making a run in the playoffs, that kind of thing.
Do you really think so? I
do.
All the Raiders need is a number one receiver.
Exactly.
I don't.
They picked up Quay Walker and Nakobe Dean. That's a nice little combo at linebacker. All they really need, if they can get Jamad McCoy healthy, they get another good corner.
It'd be nice, bro.
They'll be all right, bro.
Well, they drafted Hezekiah Massis from Cal too.
Oh, how's Darian Porter working out?
I'm not sure. Like he didn't play. He played towards the end of last year, and he did all right. But he had rookie struggles. Like
said you're not
it
ready.
depends on if he's going to take.
Part of it too is when you got a bunch of young players like that, they have to gel together.
Exactly.
The more that you keep these guys together, the better of an overall team you're going to be. As long as you keep them together. And
that's why you heard me say I think the Raiders are a year away from being competitive, and that's if everything goes well.
Let me say this to you, Joe. If you're the Bears of the AFC, if they could do it last year, you could fucking do it this year. I'm not even joking. I'm not even being
and I
trying to be
did,
smart.
and I did,
Yeah,
and
but
there
you're
was a
forgetting
time.
something, Rob. The Bears had DJ Moore, Roma Dunze, Colston Loveland, Cole Kmet.
Okay. All
Like
right,
they
but
had
bro, they
weapons
didn't know
all
they
over the
look,
field.
wait, but they didn't know they had this stuff at the start of the season. Some of those guys you named, they didn't know they had yet. And honestly, I think if you ask anything, Colston Loveland made the difference. Their center that they picked up made the difference. I mean, some of the things that but you have done some things in this offseason in your draft.
Rob, don't forget the coaching made a difference.
Yeah, the coaching made it. Well, but they got a new coach. They got
I actually
But hey,
really like the Kubiak hire as the head coach.
Kubiak's not a bad hire, dude.
No, that's what I mean. Anything can happen
offensive
to him.
minded,
I mean-
offensive minded wise, he's not a fucking bad. He's
And
not a bad hire
and
at
I'll
all.
tell you what, for the Raiders, I think some QB stability goes a long way for them to be good too.
Who do you
All right,
think
let
wins
us-
that
let us-
QB job right away?
Say that again. Who would you say?
Who do you think that wins? Who do you think that you're going to have in as the quarterback right away? Because I mean, Cousins, you know,
I
he's going
think
to want to start.
I think Vegas might take and I said this ironically the other day to a few Panther fans. I think Canales may have started a new trend. I think with number one overall picks, I think with Mendoza you have to start him just to see if he provides that spark. You know what I mean? Like if he comes in and he makes a complete difference and provides that spark, it's like, all right, cool. But if it's not and he struggles, you could pull him early, let him sit behind Cousins like we did with Bryce, let him learn, and then you put him back in when he's ready.
See, I respect your take. I respect your take. I just disagree. If it's me and being a Raider fan, after the way that our offensive line played last year, I don't want him to even see the field until I'm absolutely positive that offensive line is going to hold up.
Oh, it's going to be good.
Mm-hmm.
Well, on paper, it's going to be good, but I want to see how it takes time. You're starting technically, you're starting probably two new guys at least. Like I want that to give them time to gel and work on their communication. You have a new center, so that having a new center who calls out all your protections, it's going to take time for that to develop, like that communication between them. And I'll just be honest, like I don't want Mendoza to have to go in there in week one. Like I want him to be able to sit. I'm fine with Cousins going in there and losing games for us if that's what what it has to be. Like I don't really have
really. Hey Joe, you may be fine.
Yeah,
with
go
it.
get Dylan
You-
Stewart
you-
or
you may
Colin
be
Simmons
fine-
next draft. I feel
may
you.
be fine with it, but if you start out 1-5 and your fan base is going, dude, put in Mendoza.
Oh
your
yeah.
fan base is
Yeah,
gonna
that's-
fucking they're gonna win.
Hold on,
That's
hold
a-
on.
that's a whole
Be
nother
there, and You're
story.
gonna have to
Yeah,
put
but
him
that's a
in.
whole
Hold on,
other
hold on,
story,
hold
and
on,
I'm
hold
not
on.
one of those fans. I'm not
Hold
one of
on,
those
hold on,
fans
hold
because
on,
I'm
hold
going
on.
into it.
God, that you're not.
David, I was thinking you would not want to mention that because what you're saying now reminds me of the Bears when it came to
The
them.
Bears do it. The Bears do
make-
it every fucking time, dude.
Yeah,
Exactly.
when
Exactly.
they-
When they
back
had when they had Fields and they fucking signed Glennon, and they signed Glennon to that $45 million deal, which was actually just a 1-year, $15 million deal. And he didn't even make it through. He didn't even make it through fucking that many games.
No. When you had Justin Fields' his rookie year, it was Andy Dalton. You had as a
Dalton,
starter.
the red rifle.
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
It's the Bears coaching carousel. It's easy to lose.
yeah.
It's easy to lose your place.
And the reason I'm saying all this is a matter of what I hear Joe talking about for Mendoza not to see the field unless the offensive line is straight. That reminds me of what I said about the Bears at a time when they had Justin Fields. Like I felt it was better they didn't start him right away until you had some stability in the old line in the trenches.
Hey, Go Pack Go all day needs to make a decision because first it was the Raiders are not competitive, like they're not ready, and now it's you think Cousins will lose games right away? Like
I personally, hey Joe,
I kind of do, and here's why: because the Raiders don't have a number one receiver. Like they have Bowers, and Bowers is incredible, but they still don't have. Like I like the Jalen Naylor pickup because I think he can.
I personally wouldn't put
Jalen Naylor.
I wouldn't put Mendoza in. I wouldn't put Mendoza in unless he absolutely balled out in camp. That's the only way I'd put him on the field.
And that's what they're saying. At least is that it's going to be an open competition And if Mendoza wins the job, he wins the job. But personally, like I'd rather start Cousins just because give Mendoza time to learn the offense. You know, like there's good. I think Kirk Cousins, he's very limited at this point physically, but he still has the mind for the game, and I think there's things that he can teach Mendoza. So I'm good with that part of it.
I think a part of why you want to start Cousins too is when you got all those new offensive line pieces. I think having a veteran quarterback in there to be able to orchestrate calls on protections for a young offensive line or a new offensive line, I think all that can do for Mendoza is help get that chemistry together so that when he does step in, at least they have, hey, my name, they don't have name tags on going, hey, I like to block to the left, or hey, I like to pick up the chip. Like you're benefiting it right away. And I think also something that I'll bring up is because as a guy who had JJ McCarthy starting last year as a pretty much a rookie, I didn't want to see McCarthy in last year. Like I wanted them to get a veteran in. And I think with them getting Murray in, I think you've got that, but you don't want to fall trail to, and I don't think Mendoza has the mindset of failing right away, but you don't want the guy to have a bad taste in his mouth right away where it could mentally drain him down.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I think Mendoza is a very smart quarterback. I think the picking up the mental part of the game for him will be easy. I think he has the physical tools, but he's a rookie like anyone else. He's going to have to get used to the speed of the game. And I'd rather him do that in practice and not seeing the field and just let Cousins take the hit until
Bowers is a number one tight end.
Yeah, he's crazy, bro. Bowers is a number one anything, bro. Stop.
Bowers is fucking dope, dude.
He's trolling. He's got to be trolling, bro. He's got to be trolling.
No, maybe he just recognizes the game, dude. Bowers is dope, bro.
No, the only weapon, the only thing that's wrong with Bowers is
Joe, read the comment, Joe. Read the comment, and then you tell me right there. Read the comment, Joe.
I mean, he's a number one target, but he's not a wide receiver. Like, and we don't have, and we don't have anybody.
Thank you.
We don't have anybody that's going to take.
That's all we were trying to point out.
No, Janice, go Pat, go.
He's not gonna. We don't have anybody that can draw the double teams off of him. Is what I'm saying.
He's talking shit on everybody. Get him, man. Get him.
You know, I like Bowers a lot. He's my favorite player, and in fact, he's from my hometown. Played for my high school. Like, I love Bowers, dude. I think he's, if he's stays healthy,
that's why Joe's a big homer. He went to the same high school as Bowers. And Joe's a bit him and Nick Green. They're both Nick's the same way about him. Although he's a Raider, he wish he wasn't a Raider.
Even if we're from the same hometown, like it's not just us that sees it, bro. Bowers is going to be a Hall of Famer if he stays healthy. Dude, he's a beast.
Look, his first year in, he had a great rookie year, and then last year he was played hurt. And me and Joe talked shit at the beginning of the year. But you're not going to have the best tight end, Joe, and both our tight ends went down, bro. And Kraft was putting in the work to being the number one tight end as well. Man, it was going to be a good year. I'm thinking this year, Joe, we're going to have a good.
Yeah, I think Bowers too. I think the thing with Bowers his first year was that wasn't a good Raiders team. They were throwing the ball out, and I'm not taking anything away from Bowers, but he was the target. I mean, that's just the bottom line. He was the target, and he proved that he could be. Now the question is when you got more pieces around him and you can get more of a balanced offense, what is his identity as a receiver? I mean, he's your number one receiving target, but when you get a few other guys in there, how are you going to implement it with the rookie quarterback or with Cousins? I think.
No, it's a good point, and I think Bowers has proven himself, at least to me, like he's going to be a part of the offense no matter what. Like he's going to be a big part of it. I see them. I think the offense moves through him and Genty, especially this season. But even if they go out and get a number one, I still think they're going to try to get Bowers at least 10 targets a game, dude. Like
for sure,
they're going to try to do that.
And I was just saying, stability of quarterback will work out. Like I'm thinking you didn't have that before with Geno Smith out there. I'm sure it'll be much different with Kirk Cousins.
Geno Smith to me was a Seattle Pete Carroll carryover, in my opinion.
Yes, that's what I thought. I should have said Pete Carroll is the coach. He brought in.
Geno Smith was a god.
No, What?
I was actually hopeful when Gino came in because of how he had played in Seattle.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
nobody really, it's easy in hindsight to sit here and shit on the dude, but I
But
wasn't
coming
the only
over,
I wasn't the only one who was hopeful that he would play well, and he just didn't.
Well, I'm not necessarily shitting on
He
him, but I'm
shit the
saying is
bed.
their
No,
offensive line and
you can go ahead and
the offensive line
say
for
it.
the
Like,
Raiders was
No,
not the same as the one in
he shit
Seattle.
the
no,
bed.
it's
Look,
not.
he
He
was
shit, bro.
dog shit.
He
Dog
didn't
shit.
just shit the bed. He rolled around in it, dude.
Yeah,
Like, bro,
Believe me, by week 5, Joe was like, "We're taking for this motherfucker." You know,
dude.
shit.
Hey,
Joe
but
was on the
I gotta
full
give
other.
it to
It didn't
Gino
even
though.
take 5 weeks. Probably it was probably not
Hey,
even 5 weeks. I was
Gino
like,
did the job though, bro. He was the excellent
Yeah.
tank commander though. I got to give him that.
Yeah, but you didn't go into the season. I mean, we had a different.
No, I didn't. I'm telling you the truth. I was hopeful. I thought the way he had played in Seattle would translate over, and it didn't. And it is what it is.
he just,
But I'm much more optimistic about Mendoza's chances though.
Yeah, I got you.
Oh yeah,
With
who
Cousins,
wouldn't
you have
be?
the ability to be patient, so it works.
Yeah.
It's not a bad thing to be a Bears
No,
fan
it's
right now,
not.
coming off the season they had, dude.
Yeah,
And they're on the way
Yeah,
up.
thank
Like,
you. This show needs a
to me,
introduction.
like the Bears are on their way up, dude. Like I only see them getting better.
Bears are going to roll 3 tight. I know. We know that. We saw the way they drafted, bro. We all saw it.
And they got a running game. Like Mononga's a fucking stud, dude. That guy's a battering ram.
Well, they just have to rework it because they did lose their center, so they're going to have to rework the middle of their line. But the Bears definitely drafted speed and youth. I mean, they did do that. They went after some speed guys. So they're trying. Look, they look at the division they're in. JJ's in here. The Watson. I mean, the speedsters are on the other. Who the Lions got? What's that? What's his name? JMO. JMO. I mean, there's speedsters out here that they need to have guys cover. So.
Yeah, but the Bears went and got Dylan Thieneman from Oregon, and that dude's
That's
he
what I
runs
mean.
like
Speed.
he runs like a 4.35, but he's also like Traden Stukes. Like he can play, more than one position in that secondary. So I think that was an excellent pick for them.
He was a corner a lot with Arizona, though, wasn't he?
I thought that, bro. I really thought
safety.
Thieneman was going to end up with Minnesota. That's who I thought.
Stukes was a safety, but they moved him all over the field. Like they could play him at strong safety in the box. Like he can play the run. They played him at nickel corner. They played him at free safety. Like he can play all over. And I think that's part of the reason that the Raiders drafted him is because of his versatility. They need guys. The Raiders are all about
the Bears. The Bears lost a bunch of people that were signed because other people were injured. C.J. Gardner-Johnson. He wasn't here the whole year. He was only here 5 games. We lost another guy that was only. We lost another guy that was only here.
They lost Brisker. They lost Brisker and Byard, but they replaced it with Thieneman and Kobe Bryant.
Byard was old.
But you got Thieneman and Kobe Bryant now. You're chilling.
Yeah, they replaced him in the draft. Yeah, they replaced those guys in the draft.
Yeah, but they also got Kobe Bryant from the Seahawks.
Yeah, although I will say, Byard had a really good year last year.
He led the league in interceptions.
Dude, he was all over the ball last year.
Yeah.
I thought they would give him another contract.
That was their biggest problem. They had no pass.
Well, and they didn't draft a pass rusher because that's
they didn't draft one either.
Chicago.
That made a lot of sense, but
they didn't get no line.
Looks like they're banking on Austin Booker.
They must think Booker's coming faster.
Yeah, they think Austin Booker's probably going to pop off.
That's another position for the Raiders that I would like. So the Raiders in the 3rd round, they drafted Kieron Crawford from Auburn, right? And everybody was like so stuck on the other Auburn pass rusher, but Crawford might actually be the better player between the two. And then they got Kwity Paye to help play the run. He's not a 10 sack a year guy, but he's a good run defender. He's good at setting the edge. But I think and then they traded Tyree Wilson to the Saints during the draft. Yeah. So I think that they're making a spot for Crawford because they think Crawford can help out, offer some pass rush juice. So.
Hey, fellas, I got to head out. Y'all have a good night.
Yeah, you too, man. Thanks for popping in, Nick. I always appreciate it, bro. Always.
Take care,
so I'm actually
appreciate you having me on.
I'm actually very interested to see how the Raiders' defense is going to look this year with all the additions, the free agents, the draft picks. Like they went really heavy on defense this year. So,
the nice thing about not being good for a couple of years is the fans are probably a little bit more patient and they're willing to watch some of these younger guys kind of develop together. I mean, that's what I would be.
That's true to an extent.
I want to see a light at the end of the tunnel.
No, you're right. That's true to an
Mhm.
extent, but that's if you've been bad for a couple of years. The Raiders have been bad for a couple decades. So, like, honestly, like Raider
Come on,
fans
did
are
they make
like,
the playoffs with Carr? I mean, they won a
yeah,
playoff game with him, didn't they?
no, they didn't win a playoff game with him, but they did make the
Oh, I
playoffs.
thought they beat Cincinnati, I thought.
No, they lost. They lost to Cincinnati. They got robbed in that game. It was bullshit. But then the other year that they made the playoffs is when Carr broke his leg in the Indianapolis game.
Oh, okay.
Hey, that's a good question right there.
That's a good question for you, Joe.
Yeah, I was fine with it either way. Getting 2 first-round picks, I thought was excellent value for him. And then when the Ravens sent him back, it just so happened that we had made all these signings, these free agent signings already. So now it's like Max is coming back to an upgraded defense, and we could fit him under our salary cap. So it was like, I'll take Max back, and Max was really.
Win-win.
And Max was really, and Max was really pissed off about what happened in Baltimore. So, like Max is the kind of guy put a chip, on his shoulder and see what happens, dude. Like
I'm sure he's gonna push off this year.
I kind of feel like I could see a 15 sack year for him, dude. To be honest with you.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. Somebody record this. Oh wait, I'm recording it. Never mind, Joe. I'm keeping this.
Yeah, but it's all good. I'll say it again. I think Max is he could have a 15 sack season this year.
Boom! There you go.
There you go.
I actually think that
he
could
confirmed
happen.
it. Rob says record it, and he says fuck that. I'm going to confirm.
I'm going to be honest. I say this on the Packers show. I say it every year. I want a fucking guy who could get a sack a game. Okay, 17 game season. I need a guy to give me 17 sacks. So
that's,
you're saying 15. I'm just saying.
There should be nothing wrong with it. But then again, there was
it doesn't happen.
But then again, the Orlando Magic went scoreless for 12 fucking minutes last night.
I don't care about that.
You're an NBA team. You're making millions upon millions of fucking dollars as an individual. Yet you couldn't make a fucking basket for fucking 12 fucking minutes.
But what does that have to do with making 17 sacks a season?
Yeah, I'm talking about 17 sacks a season, bro.
I think that. I mean, I get what you're saying,
reasonable,
Rob,
right?
I guess the White is blinded because he can't get a guy to get a quarterback once every 4 games when he's.
Bro, that's what was so aggravating. Last year we got Micah Parsons, Rashawn Gary, first 7 games, 7 fucking sacks.
After Halloween.
After that, nothing. He had 7 sacks for the season, bro.
After Halloween, Rashawn Gary didn't record a sack.
What did you get for Gary, by the way?
Like a 4th round pick, I think.
Boy,
and Dallas signed into a $32 million deal.
What did we get for him? What did we get a 4th round?
Yes.
That's a steal. Way to go. Way to go. For a guy who had literally no quarterback sacks after Micah Parsons got hurt. That's a great steal. Great trade.
I was almost positive, but I wasn't. I mean, I think that's a reasonable request, is to get one guy on your defense that can fucking give you a sack a game. I mean, they play like 40 snaps.
Rob,
I mean,
how many NFL DNs get 17 sacks a year? You're talking about 2 or 3 guys, maybe.
Yeah, I know.
Garrett Crosby, Hendrickson.
I don't even think Crosby had 10 sacks last year.
No, but I'm saying those guys do it pretty consistently, though.
You know what's funny? You know what's funny? Saying Myles Garrett right now.
I don't think Crosby's ever had a 17 sack year.
If a team trades for Myles Garrett right now in the salary window that Myles Garrett is only $9 million cap against the cap next year, and then 9.95 or 9.7 the year after. That's why it's weird that Myles Garrett hasn't moved.
Myles Garrett is a move because Cleveland gave him the bag.
They gave
him a
great
signing bonus, bro, guaranteed a lot of his money. But right now, what I'm saying right now in the cap window that he's at, he's only a $9.5 million cap hit the next 2 years. That's why
Rashawn Gary never had the juice. I'm just going to comment
on
that. He never had any juice. So
yeah, he didn't, bro.
That's the best move you guys made was getting rid of him.
Fuck yeah, bro. We cleared
Honestly,
up.
if I'm Garrett, I don't think I want to leave. Like, as quiet as it's kept, the Browns have been having some really good drafts, dude. Like
Yeah,
they
had a
don't
good
they don't
draft
have a
this year.
quarterback. They don't have a
But
quarterback, but they can solve that
Hey.
problem next year. They just got to suck one more year.
Bro, if the other team
got
can't
to
score,
suck
if the other
one more
team
year.
can't score, you can't lose, right?
They're
If the other
saying that
team doesn't
Watson
score,
might
you
be the
can't lose.
quarterback. They're saying Watson might be the quarterback next year.
No,
Deshaun
they got
this is
it,
Watson,
last year, I think.
I mean, you got to. He's getting paid. It's guaranteed.
Mhm. Yeah, Watson's gonna. They're actually saying Watson has the inside track to
Yeah, he
start
does.
this year, which is
It's-
insane to me.
He's guaranteed money.
That's
I
crazy.
mean,
to me.
I mean, I'm sure half of it is
Wait,
prorated to the
you-
local
you
Asian
gonna-
massage
you gonna-
parlor around the
you
corner from.
you gonna throw in Shador
Stadium.
Sanders?
That's neither here nor there.
You gonna throw in Shador Sanders?
Who? Shaduki?
You know, that's your option, dude. Deshaun Watson or Shador Sanders, or and there another one? I forget. There's another one.
Justin
Jalen
Gabriel.
Gabriel.
That's it. That's
Dylan
it. Gabriel.
Yeah.
That's the clown's name. You know,
I didn't
Gilbert.
think Shador played that bad. I didn't think Shador played that awful. I mean,
Well,
he had his moments.
But he didn't light it up, though. How's he? I
He
mean,
didn't
come
light
on,
it up,
bro.
but they weren't expecting anything from him.
yes,
Like,
they were. They were expecting Shador from Colorado.
Okay, so now we got tape on him. So now what? Now how good do you think?
Brown fans think he's Jesus.
I mean, I guess we'll see. We'll see. We'll see.
Listen, I'm not saying he's going to the Hall of Fame. I'm just saying he looked
No,
okay.
he's
had
a
moments.
rookie still. I mean, he's only going to be in his second year, so we'll see. You know,
Bro, you ever see Brown fans?
He stops being a rookie in the second year, dude.
I gotta go, guys.
Brown
Have a
fans
good one.
literally think
All
he's
right, Joe.
Jesus.
Thanks for coming by, bud. I mean,
Who left?
I really was sincere when
Joe.
Joe left.
Oh, okay.
The Raider fan. I mean,
Someone
the
else
Raiders
was
had a good
talking.
draft. Ain't no doubt. The Raiders had a good draft. I thought so. I was just wanting to hear.
Well, I mean,
Joe.
when you have the number one
Well,
overall pick, you should have
I
a
was
pretty good
I was
draft.
good.
Right?
And another thing you could say about why Garrett shouldn't lead Cleveland is because at least the Browns are building a good defense around him.
Oh yeah. Well,
They've
like I
had
said,
good
if the other team
defenses
can't
around him,
score,
but
you
their
can win.
offense has been awful.
Yeah,
Browns
but if the
do,
other
bro.
team can't score, bro, if the other team can't score on you, you can win.
He is a
They
beast.
proved against the Packers.
Yeah, exactly, bro. Perfect.
Boom.
I think I had too much to drink tonight.
Oh, you're all right. Well, you're kind of sitting left to center, but you're all right, bro. No, I'm just fucking with you.
Yeah, everything's spinning right now.
Oh, well, that's good. Good
Uh-oh.
time. Well, bro, we only got 7 minutes left.
You had too many Iron City beers, or you have
No, hell no, not safe for me. I don't
No
drink that
Iron
nasty shit.
Hey, did you ever make it to the draft, Robbie? You never went to the draft any of those days, did you?
No, I was fucking tripping all draft weekend. I didn't make it.
That's all right, bro.
Aaron Rodgers is my hero, so I got a trip now. You know.
Oh,
Well, at least
shit.
you didn't have to trip on them taking Ty Simpson like the Rams did. So
Oh my! That was. I'm glad they told me because I really
was
thought
happy.
Well, bro, they was gonna take Lemon. Remember this? They had
Sean McVay
Lemon
was
on
happy.
the phone, bro.
yeah.
Sean McVay was happy. He's very happy that.
Yeah.
He
Omar
looked
Khan
happy
got
at the
you
press
guys can
conference.
take it down.
The guy who was the GM looked happy. The guy Jimmy McVay didn't look happy.
Omar Khan got taken down that night.
Right?
Hey, Sean, we're
Then
gonna
they
draft this
draft,
guy. Hey, Sean, we're gonna
they
draft
drafted
this guy.
Hardcore.
No, we're not.
Then they drafted Hardcore, a project. It was the 21st pick, which I was not liking.
Yeah, but if he pans out, bro, you still got to protect your quarterback. So
Didn't you
We
just
gotta have a
didn't you
quarterback
just
to protect.
Didn't you just drop Roderick?
So you don't believe in none of the guys you got? Who you got? Mason Rudolph and who else? Right?
No,
Mason?
well, I gotta see
Howard.
something. Obviously, you gotta see. Fuck no, Rudolph.
All right.
I don't know.
Mason Rudolph blows, dude.
Did you draft
Yeah,
draft a quarterback?
Eller. We drafted Drew Eller, but I'm hoping Bull Howard shot.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah,
Drew
Howard.
Eller.
Yeah. Okay.
Drew
Yeah.
Eller.
Mason Rudolph, man, like they started him, dude. I'm probably not gonna watch.
You're gonna check out then.
Because I'm probably not even gonna watch. You know damn well you're gonna watch, bro.
I might break up
I'm just keep checking out, man. See,
I'm gonna be, it's gonna be like a scary movie. You hide behind the couch and you're like this, like, huh? You're like,
yeah, right.
I can give you some advice on what you're going to draft in the draft next year, so you can just watch college football all year and find out what quarterback you're going to want to draft.
Yeah. Well, as soon as you figure out that you're not going to make it and you're taking for the next college QB, start watching college football so you know.
I mean, hey, we got a few minutes. What do you think of Villar? Colin, you're a college guy. You watch college. Or even
I don't like him. I mean, I think they picked him high, and I think he was so streaky at Penn State. And I don't know if it was necessarily because Franklin was kind of running the team into the ground, or if it was him. But Aller shrunk any time he got put into any kind of big situation. He folded like a lawn chair. Like, he was not good.
Really?
He's got
everybody.
If you look at him, he is like the atypical Drew Bledsoe, like polar. This is what you want in a quarterback. But he has no guts and he can't complete passes.
Hold on, Dave. Let him finish his take.
I did, man.
I wasn't quite done, but that's fine.
No, yeah, he wasn't
bottom line, I don't like him, and I don't think he's going to be NFL material. He's a backup quarterback at best.
Oh.
Drew Allard or J.J. McCarthy?
McCarthy.
Okay.
A-W, you got
anything
to say or add to that?
Nah.
That's a hard no. Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
That's an
big no.
Mason Rudolph starts next year. I'm gonna start going back to church.
Well, you just heard what this guy sounds like. He might be worse, bro. You sure you don't want to go with Mason?
No.
All right, so you want Rodgers to come back. You for sure want Rodgers to come back.
I'd rather have Kirk Cousins over fucking Mason. I'd rather have Kirk Cousins over Mason Rudolph.
Hey, give it a few weeks. The Raiders will get rid of him. Don't worry.
Maybe
Nathan Peterman still playing? Nathan Peterman still in the league? I'll take him.
There you go.
Oh wow!
I would take you at quarterback over Mason Rudolph.
Wow.
Oh wow!
Bro, I got a bad foot, bro. I can't help you.
Did you see Mason Rudolph play last year? That dude stank against the Bears.
Maybe you can get Justin Fields back.
Not saying that the Bears are bad, I'm just saying Mason Rudolph played like shit that game.
Do you guys wish you wouldn't have got rid of Justin Fields for a bag of chips, or because you think he could have helped him out? You guys out right now?
I wanted to keep Justin Fields.
I'll get sour cream and onion, dude.
He wanted to keep him.
I think Justin Fields going to the Jets.
I'll market sour cream and onion.
I like Justin Fields coming out of college. I just think I would if Eddie does come out from the
What's up, Cole?
If Andy Reid can't help Justin Fields, then that's a wrap.
Wow.
Maybe Mitch Trubisky's out there. Maybe we can get another washed up shitty.
Oh, we already had him.
Mitch Trubisky. Is he still not?
We already had Mitch Trubisky.
Mitch Trubisky was 32 and Mitch Trubisky was 32-20 in Chicago.
Bro, I know. It's all right, bro. The draft was here. Mini camps for this weekend. I mean, how do you guys feel about that? You guys all your rookies report?
I gotta watch my Wild and my Timberwolves. They're both in the second round.
All right. So fuck you.
Gotta watch them.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, they'll be you'll be able to catch that other shit later.
I mean, as you see in my hash line, my favorite player in the draft was Big Citrus, so I'm going to be interested in watching him play.
I just want to see the next Lakers opponent absolutely squash LeBron James.
That would be Oklahoma City, so that's going to be
I think
under in a quick 4-game sweep.
Yeah, I think so. I think it's going to be a quick 4-game sweep. Sweep over
Look, here, just as you talk about it, he's bringing up a guy as Lakers versus Thunder. You guys are time.
Your Lakers are going to be demoted to pawns by the end of the.
Wow.
By the end of the.
Raptors.
They're not going to last.
Wow. He says they're not going to last.
No,
my team's still there.
It is.
If they win one game, that's their NBA championship. If they can win one game,
one game.
That's their NBA championship.
Well, you guys,
adopting the Toronto.
I hate to say this, but we're at the end of the show. I got to say goodnight. But thanks for coming. Thanks for commenting. And we'll see you on the next one.
All right, man. Later.
Ow.
Yeah, yo, it's game time, ain't no messing around. Huddle Sports Network, the best in town. From NFL rumors to the latest trends, we got all your sports, just tune in, my friends. Catch us on Roku, Fire Stick.